A confidential leak from inside the Red Bull organization has revealed an upcoming shakeup that could reshape the team's future. Sources close to the matter suggest major structural changes are being planned not only for Red Bull Racing, but also for its sister team, Racing Bulls. This move is said to involve leadership shifts, operational restructuring, and possibly adjustments to driver development pathways. The leak, which has caused a stir in the paddock, paints a picture of a coordinated overhaul aimed at tightening performance alignment between both teams. For years, Red Bull's dominance has been built on stability, with carefully chosen leadership and a clear competitive vision. But this information suggests a willingness to disrupt the status quo in pursuit of long-term gains. The exact details remain under wraps, but whispers point toward high-level disagreements, strategic realignments, and pressure from key stakeholders. As rivals monitor the situation, the sport braces for a ripple effect that could influence not only Red Bull's own prospects, but also the competitive landscape of Formula One as a whole. At the heart of this shakeup lies a shift in internal power dynamics. Red Bull Racing, long overseen with a strong central leadership structure, is reportedly facing growing influence from its Austrian headquarters. The balance of decision-making has historically been split between the UK-based F1 operations and the corporate oversight in Salzburg. However, the leaked information suggests that Austria's role is expanding, with senior executives taking a more active hand in shaping the direction of both teams. This could signal a philosophical change, moving away from the independent management style that has characterized Red Bull Racing under its current leadership. Insiders claim that this power shift has been brewing for months, spurred by both competitive ambitions and corporate strategy. Some see it as a natural evolution for a brand seeking tighter control over its investments, while others warn it could disrupt the carefully maintained autonomy that has fueled past successes. The question now is whether this new structure will strengthen the organization or create internal friction that undermines its racing advantage. The shakeup is not limited to Red Bull Racing. Its sister team, Racing Bulls, stands to see perhaps the most dramatic changes. Formerly known as Toro Rosso and AlphaTauri, Racing Bulls has historically operated as both a junior development squad and an independent competitor. The leaked plans suggest a significant tightening of its role within the Red Bull ecosystem. This could mean closer integration of technical resources, more direct oversight from senior management, and possibly a shift in driver selection policy. While Racing Bulls has enjoyed periods of competitive independence, the new approach might focus on maximizing its utility as a feeder team, ensuring its strategies are fully aligned with Red Bull Racing's needs. Some analysts believe this could lead to faster driver promotions and more aggressive testing of young talent, while others fear it could limit the team's ability to chart its own course. The move, if confirmed, would represent a strategic gamble, strengthening synergy at the potential cost of individuality and on-track unpredictability. Driver careers could be significantly affected by the rumored shakeup. With both Red Bull Racing and Racing Bulls operating under a more unified strategic vision, the pathway from junior categories to the senior seat could become more streamlined and more cutthroat. Young drivers in the Red Bull program might face accelerated promotion schedules, but also harsher evaluations. This could put pressure on current drivers at Racing Bulls to deliver our immediate results, knowing that any sign of inconsistency could lead
to a rapid replacement. For established Red Bull Racing drivers, the increased influence from Austria could also affect contract negotiations, long-term security, and team dynamics. In a sport where confidence and stability are crucial to performance, the uncertainty generated by such a restructuring could become a mental challenge, as well as a professional one. Rivals in the driver market will be watching closely, as shifts in Red Bull's strategy often create opportunities for talent to move elsewhere, or for other teams to poach discontented drivers. One of the key rumored components of the shakeup is a more aggressive technical partnership between Red Bull Racing and Racing Bulls. While the two teams have shared certain resources in the past, the new plans suggest a deeper integration of engineering, aerodynamics, and design philosophy. This could involve shared research projects, unified component development, and cross-team technical staff rotations. The goal would be to maximize efficiency, reduce duplication of work, and ensure both teams benefit from each other's advancements. However, such integration raises questions about competitive fairness and the spirit of constructor independence within Formula One. While the regulations permit certain levels of cooperation, a fully aligned technical operation could invite scrutiny from both rival teams and governing bodies. If executed correctly, this could give Red Bull's racing operations a powerful dual advantage: accelerated innovation and the ability to test concepts in a lower-pressure environment before introducing them to the main team's championship fight. The Austrian headquarters has always been a key player in Red Bull's global sports empire. But according to insiders, its involvement in F1 decision-making is set to expand significantly. This could see corporate executives taking a more hands-on role in setting racing priorities, financial allocations, and even personnel appointments. Such an approach mirrors Red Bull's strategies in other sporting ventures, where centralized oversight ensures brand alignment and commercial efficiency. However, Formula One is a uniquely high-pressure environment, where on-track performance depends on split-second decisions and specialized technical expertise. Increased corporate influence could lead to tension between the marketing-driven goals of the brand and the competitive instincts of the race teams. This dynamic will be critical to watch, as history in the sport has shown that when corporate and competitive visions diverge, internal conflict often follows. Whether this centralization strengthens Red Bull's dominance or erodes its competitive edge will depend on how well the new structure is managed in practice. Perhaps the most controversial element of the leaked plans is the suggestion of leadership changes at one or both teams. While no names have been officially mentioned, speculation has centered on whether current senior figures could be reassigned, replaced, or shifted into new roles. Leadership changes in Formula One can have far-reaching consequences, affecting everything from technical development to driver morale. The rumor mill has already begun churning out possible candidates for top positions, ranging from internal promotions to high-profile hires from rival teams. If these changes materialize, they could signal a bold new direction for the Red Bull Group, or risk destabilizing the very structure that has delivered multiple championships. Fans and analysts alike are weighing the potential benefits of fresh perspectives against the proven success of the existing leadership. For now, the uncertainty adds an extra layer of intrigue to an already tense situation, keeping the paddock guessing about the true scope of Red Bull's next move.
The leak has not gone unnoticed by Red Bull's competitors. Teams up and down the grid are analyzing what these changes could mean for the balance of power in Formula One. Rivals understand that a well-executed reorganization could make Red Bull even more formidable, especially if it allows for faster development cycles and a stronger driver talent pipeline. At the same time, they see an opportunity. Internal restructuring can create temporary vulnerabilities, from management distractions to strategic missteps. Some competitors may look to exploit this by pushing aggressive upgrades early in the season or by targeting driver acquisitions if unrest emerges. The media, too, has seized on the story, framing it as a pivotal moment that could define the next chapter of F1 dominance. Whether these developments ultimately strengthen Red Bull or open the door for challengers will be one of the sport's defining narratives in the months ahead. Formula One has seen major team restructurings before, and history offers both cautionary tales and success stories. In some cases, centralized control and strategic overhauls have delivered a surge in performance, as with Mercedes's pre-2014 transformation that paved the way for years of dominance. In others, such as McLaren's turbulent leadership shifts in the late 2010s, internal change led to periods of instability and declining results. Red Bull now stands at a similar crossroads. Its track record of innovation and adaptability suggests it has the capability to manage change effectively. Yet, the complexity of aligning two teams, multiple leadership layers, and corporate oversight adds unique challenges. The coming months will test the organization's ability to balance short-term performance with long-term strategy. Observers know that in F1, timing is everything, and even the most well-intentioned restructuring can falter if implemented at the wrong moment or without full stakeholder alignment. The leaked plans hint at a transformative period for Red Bull Racing and Racing Bulls, one that could redefine their roles in the sport for years to come. The combination of expanded Austrian influence, potential leadership changes, tighter technical integration, and a reimagined driver development system suggests a bold strategic pivot. If successful, the changes could solidify Red Bull's position as the benchmark in Formula One, with a two-team structure working in perfect harmony. If mismanaged, however, the same moves could trigger instability, weaken on-track performance, and invite rivals to close the gap. What is certain is that the Formula One landscape is poised for significant shifts, and Red Bull's decisions in the coming months will play a central role in shaping them. As the paddock awaits official confirmation, speculation will continue to swirl, but one truth remains. Change on this scale rarely goes unnoticed, and its impact will be felt across the grid.